Very early, I just love Kon's game, man. You know how there's some players where you just gravitate to, where you can just watch a guy and just love him instantly?
I just love this.
That's what I was with Kon, man. For him to lead the league in three-pointers is insane, man. It's unfathomable for a rookie to be doing that. By the way, he's been so good this year, and he started the season so well that people were genuinely having the conversation of like, should the Hornets now move off LaMelo? He's been that good.
A 19-year-old kid nobody wanted to bet on is now the most dangerous shooter the NBA has ever seen in a rookie uniform. Charlotte picked him 4th overall, expecting a steady role player who would never steal the spotlight. Instead, he is leading the entire league in made three-pointers, smashing records that took legends years to touch, and turning a broken franchise into a nightly threat. Kon Knueppel grew up in a Milwaukee house dripping with basketball talent, yet he wanted nothing to do with the sport at first. Both parents were college stars. His father, Kon Sr., scored 264 points at Wisconsin Lutheran College and earned a Hall of Fame spot, while his mother, Cherie, became the all-time leading scorer at Green Bay with 1,964 points and a retired jersey. His uncle, Jeff Nordgaard, even got drafted by the Bucks and played overseas for 13 years. The family lived and breathed hoops, but 5-year-old Kon looked his dad in the eye and said he did not like sports. The ball felt boring, the drills felt pointless. In a home where every dinner table story ended with game-winning shots, the oldest of 5 brothers simply walked away. What flipped the switch was not a coach yelling at him or a flashy camp. It was a dusty Nintendo Wii sitting in the living room. NBA Jam and NBA 2K became his secret teachers. He played for hours, studying how guards created space, how big men set screens, how shooters released the ball at the perfect moment. The screen taught him tendencies before he ever stepped on a real court. By 6th grade, his mother started renting Milwaukee gyms every day so he could shoot until his arms burned. After watching one NBA draft on television that summer, he started waking up at 5:30 a.m. every single morning. He had decided the draft stage was exactly where he belonged and nothing would stop him. The kid who once hated the game had quietly become obsessed. High school at Wisconsin Lutheran showed the obsession turning into results. Freshman year, he scored 10.8 points a night. Good, but nothing crazy. Junior year, he jumped to 19.7. Then senior year, the numbers exploded. He averaged 25.9 points, 8.6 rebounds, and 5.3 assists while carrying a 3.93 grade point average.
First player in NBA history with 150 plus points and 30 plus threes in the first 10 games in NBA history. Fastest player to ever reach 30 made threes. What? And only rookie of the season to have 3 straight 20-ball games. This kid is a robot. I think you can put him on any single team right now and he's gonna be a valuable player. He defends, big 6'6", 6'7" guard. He's got an absolute clip on him. He's gonna be one of the perennial shooters in this league for years to come.
He left school owning every major career record: 1,978 points, 888 rebounds, 398 assists. On the Nike EYBL circuit, he led the league in scoring at 22.5 points per game and shot a scorching 47.5% from 3. Multiple 30-point games and 137-point explosion caught national eyes. His recruiting ranking shot from outside the top 100 into the top 20. The season ended with a Division II state title at the Kohl Center in Madison, 30-0 record, 83-62 win, 11 points, 11 assists, 5 rebounds in the final. Wisconsin named him Mr. Basketball and Gatorade State Player of the Year. One thing was missing: an invitation to the McDonald's All-American game. That snub lit an extra fire nobody could see from the outside. Every big college program chased him, but he picked Duke. He walked into a freshman class built entirely around Cooper Flagg, the consensus #1 recruit billed as the next LeBron-level prospect. Cameras followed Flagg everywhere. Kon Knueppel became the silent engine instead. He started all 39 games, dropped 14.4 points, 4.0 rebounds, and 2.7 assists per night while shooting 47.9% from the field, 40.6% from 3, and a ridiculous 91.4% from the free throw line, the 4th best free throw season in Duke history. He played through black eyes, split lips, and twisted ankles. Coaches called him a hockey player because he never backed down. When Flagg went down before the ACC tournament, Knueppel stopped being the second option and became the only option. In 3 games, he scored 63 points, grabbed 17 rebounds, and dished 14 assists. He earned ACC Tournament MVP, dropped a career-high 28 points and 8 assists against Georgia Tech, and carried Duke all the way to the Final Four. Losses to Alabama, Arizona, and finally Houston in the semis left a scar, but his stock was climbing fast. Draft experts still whispered the same label: safe pick, high floor, limited ceiling. Measurements read 6'5" barefoot with a 6'6" wingspan. Nothing flashy for a wing. Most mocks slotted him between 5th and 10th. ESPN's combine projection had him going 8th to Brooklyn. On June 25th, 2025, the Charlotte Hornets shocked everyone and took him 4th overall. Fans wanted flash. Draft Twitter wanted explosiveness. Charlotte wanted something else entirely. The franchise had just survived a 1963 season in a locker room poisoned by off-court trouble. Miles Bridges, James Bouknight, Kai Jones. They needed a mature, low-maintenance player who could space the floor for LaMelo Ball, complement Brandon Miller, and bring discipline. Knueppel was the cultural reset button. shooting. He wasted zero time proving it. In July, he led the Hornets to the Summer League Championship, scored 21 points in the title game, and took home MVP hardware before the real season even tipped off. October arrived and he slid into Coach Charles Lee's offense like he had been running it for years. He moved without the ball, created space for LaMelo's drives, and knocked down threes so consistently that defenses started ignoring their own game plans. He was not just a corner shooter, he read rotations, made the extra pass, did the dirty work that wins games without making highlight reels. November 8th against Miami, he exploded for 30 points on 9 of 15 shooting, plus 8 rebounds and a block. That game announced his arrival. Eastern Conference Rookie of the Month followed in November, then December, then January. The numbers kept climbing: 19.1 points, 5.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists on 48.5% from the field, 43.3% from 3, and 90% from the line. 15 games into his career, he already had 53 made threes, the fastest any player in league history had ever reached that mark. 2 games later, he sat at 63. By game 29, he dropped his 100th career three, faster than Steph Curry, faster than Ray Allen, faster than anyone. The old record holder needed 41 games, Campbell needed 29, and he was doing it at 43.3% on 8 attempts per night, good enough for top 10 league-wide. His free throw percentage sat in the top 6. True shooting percentage hit 64.8%. He joined Larry Bird and Paul Pierce as the only players ever to average at least 15 points, 5 rebounds, and shoot 40% from 3 in a season. Keegan Murray's rookie record of 206 threes suddenly looked tiny. Then came the scare that nearly ended everything. December 26th in Orlando, Campbell drove to the basket, landed on a teammate's foot, and crumpled while clutching his right ankle. 16 points were already on the board. He did not return. The arena fell silent. For a player whose story rested on unbreakable availability, 55 starts in 56 games, the limp to the locker room felt like a nightmare. X-rays came back clean, no fracture, no torn ligaments, just a nasty sprain. The record chase, the Rookie of the Year battle, the historic season, all of it had dangled on one awkward landing. He returned angrier than before. Back-to-back masterpieces followed that erased every safe pick whisper forever. On January 29th in Dallas, he faced his old Duke roommate Cooper Flagg in the matchup the league had circled since draft night. Flagg poured in 49 points and reminded everyone why he went first overall. Campbell answered with 8 threes, a career-high 34 points, and clutch free throws that sealed a 123-121 Hornets win. Weeks later, Flagg went viral, spending $7,000 on signed Campbell rookie cards, grinning on camera and calling his former teammate the real deal. The rivalry felt personal, yet respectful. 2 kids who shared a Final Four run, now chasing each other across the league. February 20th against Cleveland, he dropped 33 points and 7 threes, passing Donovan Mitchell for second on the all-time rookie three-point list. All-Star Weekend brought another surprise. Rookies rarely crack the main Saturday night events, but Knueppel earned a spot in the three-point contest alongside Damian Lillard and Devin Booker. At 19 years old, he battled all the way to the final round, trading makes with the best shooters alive. The bigger victory happened off the court. Before he arrived, Charlotte's offense was broken. Talented pieces that never fit, spacing that strangled LaMelo, a losing culture that infected everything. By January 2026, the Hornets owned the second best net rating in the NBA. Campbell's gravity opened lanes that never existed before. Defenses had to choose, guard him and leave drivers free, or help and watch another 3 splash through. He was not just scoring 19 a night, he was redrawing the geometry of the entire team. As late February 2026 rolled around, he sat at 193 made threes, the most in the whole league, not just among rookies. Keegan Murray's 206 record was next. With more than 20 games left, he was not going to break it, he was going to bury it. The splits read 19.1 points, 5.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists on 48/43/90 shooting. He flirted with the 50-40-90 club, something no first-year player had ever touched. 3 straight Rookie of the Month trophies sat on his shelf. DraftKings listed him as the clear Rookie of the Year favorite. The numbers only tell half the story. This is the same kid who once told his father he hated sports. The same kid who learned the game on a video game console before ever loving it on a gym floor. The same kid who carried a 3.93 GPA while setting every high school record. The same kid who stepped into Duke's spotlight, lost his star teammate, and still dragged the Blue Devils to the Final Four. The same kid who arrived in Charlotte as the quiet answer to years of chaos and turned a lottery team into a nightly problem for everyone else. His mother taught him in those rented Milwaukee gyms that every possession matters. He still plays that way, through pain, through doubt, through every label that tried to box him in. Cooper Flagg may win the Rookie of the Year trophy, or he may not. The race will stay tight until April. Either way, one fact is already locked in stone. The safe pick Charlotte took 4th overall has become the most dangerous rookie the league has seen in years. From a Nintendo Wii in a Milwaukee basement to leading the NBA in threes at 19, Kon Knueppel did not just master the game. He rewrote its rules faster than anyone believed possible. The kid who once walked away from basketball is now the reason entire defenses lose sleep, and the story is nowhere near finished.